What's up, YouTube? On today's video, I'm going to be making a team that's only dunk champions. A lot of them are out of the NBA, so I'm going to put everybody that's still in the NBA on one team. And then maybe I'll spin a wheel for like a prime version. I know there's a prime Vince Carter, a prime Kobe, a prime Blake Griffin, a prime Dwight. We'll get one of those prime players to hold down our team because I think a lot of them, maybe besides Donovan Mitchell, a lot of them are going to be average players. So that's what we'll do today. Let's go look at the list. So this is the year by year winner. Mac McClung won the last 3 years, so it kind of makes it difficult. We'll definitely have Mac McClung on the team. Obi, Anthony Simons, Derek Jones Jr., Delalo, Donovan Mitchell, Glenn Robinson. If he's still in the NBA, I think he may be a bench warmer. Get Zach LaVine in there. John Wall's no longer. Terrence Ross, Jeremy Evans if he's still in. No, Blake Griffin's on one of his last years. So what we'll do is get everybody that's still in the NBA their today version, and then afterwards we'll get like a prime Dwight on a wheel, or a prime John Wall, or a prime Jason Richardson, Vince Carter, Kobe. And then we'll just kind of fill out our team. We need a 12-man rotation, and then we'll just fill it up with like 60 overall players. All right, so I'm looking this up right now. It's going to be difficult. There's a handful of players that are actually in the NBA in their current form. Donovan Mitchell is the best 2K one. Zach LaVine a close second. So we'll have like I think a 93 and an 88 overall, which is good. But Mac McClung's going to have to be downloaded from 2K. Maybe an older version of Delalo, who's I think in Taiwan. Terrence Ross is out of the NBA. There's going to be so many players that I have to go find, download potentially. I don't want this team being too good because I still want one prime version of like some of the best dunk champs, but we'll see how we do. So we have 5 total players that I could find. We got Obi, we got Simons, we got Derek Jones Jr., we got Donovan Mitchell, and then we got Zach LaVine. Delilah's out of the NBA. Glenn Robinson, I think he's in Taiwan. Either him or Delilah. We got John Wall, who's retired. Blake Griffin, who's retired. Jeremy Evans, that's retired. Terrence Ross, that's retired. Nate Robinson, that's not there. Dwight, that's out of the NBA. So that's a start. I think I'm going to download Mac McClung, who I can't find on a roster. Then I'm going to download Delalo, Glenn Robinson. So I think we got 11 here. Got Donovan Mitchell, Zach LaVine, Anthony Simons, Obi Toppins, Derek Jones Jr., all today's players. Current player from 2K. We got downloaded Mac McClung, downloaded Terrence Ross, downloaded Nate Robinson, a downloaded Glenn Robinson III, downloaded Delalo, and downloaded Jeremy Evans. From here, I'm going to spin a wheel and replace Jordan Hawkins with a prime version of, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 different players. A Dwight, a Blake Griffin, John Wall, Vince Carter, Kobe. Right now our team's lacking size. I mean, we got Obi, we got Derek Jones, but they're both kind of undersized. Obi right now is our best center, who doesn't really have much playmaking inside or defensive inside. So hopefully we can get Dwight. That'd really get our team perfect, but the wheel will decide who our prime player is. That being said, we got a pretty good rotation. It's not like amazing, but our first 6 are all playable, 7. We get a prime version. Hopefully we'll be a championship team. Let's get the wheel ready. All right, moment of truth. We got Dwight, we got John Wall, we got Blake Griffin, Vince Carter, Kobe Bryant. All going to be a prime version. Let's hope we get something decent at best. Oh my goodness, that's best case scenario. We get Dwight. That really fills out our team. We needed a center, so hey, 1 out of 5, 20% chance, and we get who I wanted. Let's get him on the team. This one's got 44,000 downloads. It's probably going to be damn near 99. It says prime version. We'll see. 93, so he's not too overpowered. Got the inside defense, even perimeter, rebounding. Damn, he looks OP. Why does it say 3-point shooting when it's an F? Paint beast with 3-point shooting, but whatever. Moving past that. So we got Dwight, we got Donovan Mitchell, Zach LaVine, Simons, Obi, Derek Jones Jr., McClung, Terrence Ross, Nate Robinson, Got to get rid of Alfred Payton, Robinson, Delalo, get rid of Antonio Reeves, and then Jeremy Evans. That's our 12-man rotation. From there, I'll just put some 60 overall players to replace these guys, and we'll call it good. Hopefully they do good. All right, so the up and down's a little bit odd here. Dwight, because I downloaded him for somebody else, he's plus 19, but he went up 1 overall because I believe he was 93. Donovan Mitchell down 2, Zach LaVine down 2. Not as bad as I assumed, although Zach's only 30, which is surprising. I feel like he's like 35 at this point. Anthony Simons up 1, Obi down 1, Mac McClung goes up 1, Nate Robinson up 2. All right, let's check out the rotation. They got Anthony Simons at point, Donovan Mitchell at the 2, Zach LaVine at the 3, Obi at the 4, and Dwight at the 5. Dwight averaging 34 minutes a game. 6th man Derek Jones, 7th man Mac McClung. Robinson gets 20 minutes too. Terrence Ross 14 and 10 for Glenn Robinson. Currently, Delilo and Evans are on the bench, but they'll be replaced if we get any injuries. Then we got at the bottom. The per position's definitely guard heavy, but as long as Dwight and Obi and Derek Jones can hold down the 4 and the 5, we're set. It might be a little undersized when Dwight's off the floor, but that's all fine. Let's give it a go. So the first 8 games looks awful. 80 points, 90, 93, 80, 65. Seems like we can't score. Then we started winning a few, but still not too many games where we're scoring. It seems like this team's defensive. This team didn't start out that good, but they're starting to get it clicking. Couple close games there. Still not scoring that much. A lot of 80s, 90s, but as long as we can pull out a win, it doesn't really matter if we can't score 100. Look at that, 69, 71, 72. And then we score 105, followed up with 64. Seems like this team needs to be defensive to win games. At least we're holding them under 100 points a lot, but 64 to 70, that's not modern NBA stats. Speaking of stats, let's check out everybody's stats. Dwight's averaging 12.5 and 12 with 1.7 blocks. Okay, I guess. Donovan Mitchell's averaging 13, 3 and 3 with how many minutes? 31 minutes. Why can't this team score? Zach LaVine 10, 2 and 3. Anthony Simons 14, 2.6. Obi 7. Nate 8. What is wrong with this team? 8.5 for Mac. 6.5 for Derek Jones. Terrence Ross 6.4. 3.6 for Glenn. I don't understand what's going on with this team. Look at all these low-scoring games. 70, 72, 71, 69, 86. We got 100. 64, 97, 95, 72, 89. At least we're limiting them under 100 a lot of the time, but don't understand. Now we're starting to do really bad. We've won 3 games in the last 10. Had a 69 to 102, a 73 to 103, 65 to 88. This one's almost a 30-point win, but make sure everybody's healthy. Tired and fed up. Why are you mad, Dwight? Probably because you're not getting the ball. You're playing 35 minutes a game and averaging 12 and 12. I really wonder, I'm not going to change anything, but is it the coach? Help defense. Willie Green, what are you doing, man? Neutral focus offense, average tempo, crashing offensive glass, limit perimeter shots, and run in transition. I don't understand what's going on, but as long as we make the playoffs and do decent in the playoffs, it's all good. Defense does win championships. We don't have any star that's really popping off. Donovan Mitchell, average. Dwight, average. And we're below 500. Be lucky to make the play-in. 37-40 currently. Man, what a disappointing simulation. I really thought this team was going to be great, but don't know if it was one of those rule changes or something, but this team sucked. 40 and 42, there's a chance we made the play-in, but we still got to win 2 games to get all the way there. Dwight gets 3rd team All-NBA, which is a shocker. Averaging 12 and 12. That's not that impressive. It's probably going to be on defense too. Yeah, 3rd on defense because of 1.7 blocks and 1 steal. What a disappointing simulation. We didn't even make the play-in either. I might have to run this back someday. Maybe I'll save the team and download it. It's crazy to me that this team did not make the playoffs. We got two high 90s, great players, Donovan Mitchell and Dwight, both in their prime. Zach LaVine, I mean, he's coming out of his prime, but he's still a dog. He can score, but he averaged 11. Donovan Mitchell, 14. Dwight, 12. Like, what is wrong with his team? Mac McClung, one of the only bright spots of this team. Nate Robinson, one of the only bright spots of this team. Like, we got a bunch of 80s overall, too. Just seemed like something was up. I can't pin down what it is. We'll do the simulation another time and see if it was just bad luck. Hope you enjoyed. We'll catch you next video. Peace.